Alright, guys and girls. Get the show on the road. Some action happened. I'm still short, motherfuckers. I haven't closed shit. I advised not to go long because how bearish we were on multiple time frames. On higher time frames, how the 1 hour showed bearish divergence forming. 2 hour clearly. 1 hour clearly showed this bearish divergence forming. 2 hour clearly showing it. I wouldn't risk that, because even if this broke the high, even if this broke the high here, say if this was to break the high, where the hell is my button? Here, break the high there, break this high, swing high here, I guarantee you this would have stayed bearish. This would stay bearish. Ah, Jesus. I hate when I do that. And then all my colors have changed. Jesus Christ. Hold on. 1 second. 1 second. Man, I like that gold. Ooh, it's disgusting. Absolutely atrocious. It's all disgusting. Jesus, 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 Jesus. And I don't want you on this side. This needs to be changed immediately. So do you. So frustrating. I hate when this happens. Jesus Christ. Okay, now that we're back, son of a biscuits. Okay, this is why I advise not to go long. All I wanted to do was keep stacking shorts. And listen, I know people get, how do you ladder? How do you ladder? Well, first of all, it requires appropriate position sizing. You're never gonna be able to ladder if your first position size is 50% of your entire portfolio or more. This is not gonna happen. Even with 30%, it's not gonna happen. The reason why it's not gonna happen is because the more you add in, the closer your liquidation price comes. And so, if you throw in 50% already of whatever number, your liquidation price is 240, and then the price goes up, you're like, oh shit, I want to protect my spot or cover my losses, whatever you want to call it, or ladder. Well, as soon as you start adding more, your liquidation price comes down. Your covering price spot becomes less, so therefore your price has to come down. So you'll never be able to successfully ladder. So when you trade, you have to appropriately position size yourself. You cannot go in all in. Don't. The rule of thumb is I never go in more than 5%. That's exactly why. This is exactly why. Well, first of all, Kraken effed me. I don't know if I set my stop loss wrong or what. at 200. It's like 201. It was a break of this, and it didn't trigger. Well, anyways, so if you want to, it takes appropriate position sizing from the get-go, and if you're failing to do that, you're never going to be able to successfully ladder, and you're only going to be able to try to catch tops and bottoms, which is not bad. I used to be able to, that's what, I used to go all in all the time when I was crazy, and it got me to a fairly good spot. But okay, let's dive into this, let's digest this information. We see here we got clear bearish divergence. Let's see if we hold this now. Bounced off the 0.618 Fibonacci golden pocket, because what this could be, bounce off the pocket, bullish upside is not diminished. It's not diminished, guys. I'm telling you guys. Even though we broke down, this is an important trend line right here with the sustain. In my opinion, get over in the next few hours. If we want to sustain bullish upside, we need to get back over this, okay, quickly. Probably within the next 3 to 4 hours. But we have to be back over this. We have to. If not, then we're gonna test the bottom range here. So, let's see here. I wonder if the subwave count in these structures are 5-wave impulses or 3-wave corrective structures, because that would really give a clear indication to what this is. Because the swing low is, let's make this not pink. Let's give it a border. A red border. We have that anyways. Okay, so this, just see where our swing low is. Our swing low is right there. So this does not clear it right there. Okay, so counter count 5 waves in here. If this is 1, 2, 3, 4, does not cross into wave 1's territory, 5, you get 5 structures in there. So you can consider that an impulsive wave. It does not retrace 100% of the way. It retraces extremely deep, which is viable. That's possible. And this performed a WXY right there. Corrective zigzag. And this is this looks like to me an impulsive wave. Now, you cannot consider this count anymore. This count is no longer viable. You can't, that's not, no. This is a clear impulsive structure, in my opinion. So we got to be careful to, especially since we bounced off this golden pocket, what this could actually extend to. It wouldn't be a bad idea if you're short to close your shorts right now, especially if you got it up here, in my opinion, to wait for clear. We need this range bottom to be broken. Once we clear this range bottom, we have confirmation that this is a corrective structure and we're going down. But until then, this is bullish, okay? That's my stance. Until then, this is bullish. And here's why. Clear 5-wave impulsive structure. We have, so far, to me, whether you want to consider it a 1, 2, 3 or an ABC, you have a zigzag so far. We'll see if this is a this ABC will cross into the path of that pretty soon. The reason why I say that is because 1, 2, this is a star of 3 crossing over this, and it's not an impulsive expect upside. I agree with that. We held there. I guess that worked. I should have listened to myself again. Trust your own work. My original projections to this was literally spot on. Buy down here. Sell at 220 to 230 range. Expect a short. That's what looks like it's going to be happening. Well, anyways, since we got what to me looks like an impulse, it even has a nice fit. You see that nice fit? It has a good fit. To me, it has a good fit. Nice look. So until this clears this low, which is right here, red. Let's make it red. Let's make it thick so we know where it's at. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. Okay, until we clear this low at 202 and 60 cents, we are bullish. To me, this looks, like I said, to me this looks impulsive, but we need to clear. Crossing over this, expect more upside in my opinion. Especially if we clear this. If we clear this, 202.21, 221.55, expect 230. And this is why I'll show you this. And for me, this is my 1.618 extension down here. Unless I'm crazy and not getting it the right points. So close though. But anyways, if this is our 1, we could expect a 1-to-1 to at least the 1.618 extension ratio. At least. And then a possible 5-wave extension to get us up to like 240. I ain't playing with y'all. Some things need to be cleared though. To me, this retracing down breaks the Elliott wave rules, and I'm going to stick to it very adherently. Wave 4 cannot retrace into wave 1 territory, and it did. I know some people say, oh, you could allow for a wick. There's a reason why rules are rules. But yeah, this could form like this. This could end anywhere in here. Here, then we'll go there, like that. Or it could be really bullish. And it can't be really bullish because I feel like some stops could be taken out. especially right here, because this is a good place to put stops, and this is a good place to actually put in shorts, so they can stop hunt this and really get bullish. But to get a double extension, first of all, let's measure ratios. Let's measure how, if this count is correct, 1, 2, this is 3, and this is 4, and this is 5. Wait, not my fault. Let me move this around. That's the old count. So the problem with this being 3 is it's hard to get a 3-wave structure in this section. You guys agree? Some may argue you could do 1, 2, that, like that, and that, but look how quick that is. To me, that right there is just part of this. This 2 right here is just part of this 3 and 4 right there, you know? In my opinion. So I can't get a 5-wave structure. I get clear a one move, 1 wave right there, and I get another here, and then it's clearly retraced into that zone, so it can't be this count. So the only viable count I could get from this would be this, which looks absolutely ridiculously crazy. And we're in the interior. It was like that. Let's get rid of this volume profile. Here, let me post this chart in Discord so you guys know what to look out for. No rules. This has to finish more downside, so it has to do this. If this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, it has to finish like this. I expect us to land somewhere down here. But this looks impulsive, unless I'm counting it wrong. This low wasn't cleared, so to me I can't count that. I don't do truncations. I don't believe in them. Maybe consider this an A, B, C, but to me that is proportional to that. Same with that to that to that. That looks proportional. To me, what this could be instead of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what I thought it was gonna be. It just could be a simple ABC. So in my opinion, we break this high, we're definitely going to go higher. we cross back over here, I don't think it's impulsive downwards. I think it's going to go up, bounce off the golden pocket. We're testing this as support again. The key here is getting back over this though. This may be a subwave of 3, so if we close above it, I don't expect this to continue down. I expect this to go up. If we don't close it above on an hourly time frame. So next 2 hours, if we don't close above this, I expect this to continue downwards. In the next 2 hours, if we close above it, I expect this to go up. Simple. Chevy's giving a hard sell, obviously. Cross it over. We're going to look to see how this interacts with this bottom side resistance that we have obviously now clearly shown. This could be a typical, what do you call it, a wick-off distribution pattern. I don't know what you call that pattern, where it distributes and it just breaks down heavily. Double top, breaks down heavily. So clear bullish to break would be 222 and change. To me, a clear bearish break now would just not crossing, not clearing this on closes within the next few hours. Because we already bounced off the golden pocket. I don't think we're going to go lower than that and bounce again. You know, I don't think we're going to get a deep... I don't think it's going to go like this. That's what I'm saying, like a deep... I don't think it's going to do that. Get that deep retrace. I don't think so at all. For some reason, I can't see your guys' chat on my screen. Let's see if I could fix that real quick. That's there. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I finally see your chat. That's very strange. I have it twice, and the second one shows it, but the first one doesn't. Okay, awesome. Now I can see you guys talking to me. Finally. This is the 55-minute chart we're on right now. I don't know what you guys. You know, you guys can also talk to me in Discord as well, if you want. Either one's fine with me. I forgot to make my mic on. For some reason, it won't let me unmute myself in. What's very important in Sal Holland? Attention, new traders. If you are trading based on Twitter, make sure you check those calls and their value. These calls are mostly issued based on technical levels, and if they don't trigger and technical levels change, then entry logic for those calls need to be revised. Cancel. Don't blindly close close trades based on just one look at. Oh yeah, that's very smart. Obviously you want to do that. Protect yourself. No, I know you can hear me. I'm just reading stuff on some messages on the Discord. Okay, let's see here. All right, cool. I was reading this anything I could on Discord. See if you guys had any questions. Let me do this real quick. Very interesting. Okay. When we look at technicals on stochastics, let's go to the 2 hour. Like I said, if we're gonna make a new high, I really think this could potentially extend, like I said, but I don't think so, just based on divergences. That's the uber bullish count. Uber bullish. This is if stops get triggered and stuff starts cascading. To me, we need to come down. To me, we need to come down. It looks like we are. But like I said, we need a clear. Let's see here, dive back in this. Like I said, we didn't cross back over this. So far, so good for the Bears. But to me, we just need a clear break of this low right here to be confirmed. To confirm this is not a bullish. B waves can come in many shapes and forms. This is probably not a B wave. Since this is an ABC, this is now a W, X, Y, and that makes more sense. So if we do fib extensions, expect us to first try to bounce here. This is gonna we'll probably create another ABC or WXY in this. I don't know how it's gonna look, but it's gonna be something like that. It could be another ABC like this. Or this could just perform like this. Common retrace area of a WXY, especially with Ethereum, has been a 1.236. And there's one tricky one that gets people, like sneaks in there. That 0.786 sometimes sneaks in there. So you gotta be careful around this range too. Especially if we put in an ABC here. Especially watch the range here. Especially if we get a lower low on RSI, but sustain a higher high in price. So in this corrective, right now we're going to consider this corrective until this topside range is broken. In this corrective pattern, we need to find some sort of divergence to take us back up. So we had a clear bearish divergence form there. So we need this to double bottom while price sustaining this low to create a WXY flat in order to sustain this as a three wave, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I think that's going to happen? It just doesn't look proportional. We could also just do this, throw it back to our normal count, because this is what I like best. This is what looks the best, has the best fit, looks very natural, has the best count. Inside has the best count. Subwaves, I meant. Subwave wise has the best count. Why does it do that? Piece of crap. And this goes well with divergences. So we're considering this corrective. Since we have a bearish divergence that formed, we're considering this all corrective, okay, you guys? And we need a double bottom on RSI with price. And would you look at that? Really close on the 1 hour. So this could actually be like I said, this 0.786 Fibonacci ratio area is very dangerous for these WXYs. It snuck me a few times, but I don't really believe in truncations, but it ended up being a WXY and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 the other way. But we're really close to a double bottom on our side, which would signal hidden bullish divergence. I really want the 30 minutes to match up with this though. If the 30 minute could catch up with this double bottom here on RSI, then this will be our corrective ABC or WXY, and then we're going to probably extend and create this massive wave 3. You see we're bouncing off a pretty substantial support. pretty substantial. See this, guys and girls? Broke out, bounced out of support. As soon as this WXY forms out, I think there's gonna be one gigantic wave 3. Because this subwave count matches up well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's clearly one structure. Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bearish divergence. Now we're looking for divergences to carry us back up in this zone. The only one I could see happening to form would be a double bottom. And that's what we're going to look for. And if this is the case, it could put in a gigantic wave 3 or ABC. This could have been just one gigantic I highly doubt this would be an ABC though. But it matches up well with this bottom side resistance. And it'll match up well with this being wave 1 and 2. It cannot cross into this territory. Breaking this line. if we break this, it breaks the bear count, and this will officially be the bottom for Ethereum. Clear 5-wave impulsive structure. We could put in a huge flag, ABC. Huge flag. Good eye on whoever was eyeing that earlier in chat. It's not out the window. Everybody wants to retrace down here. Will we get it? I don't know. It's looking like the bulls are coming in. Looks like the bulls are coming in. On the 55-minute, it looks like we got a clear double bottom though. It's so close. That is so close. 2 hours, probably gonna show it. Two hours shows it. And this is in sync, these two highs. So it's in trend. But now these two bottoms aren't in sync. So now it's out of trend. Looking at stochastics here. I really want this 2 hour to reset though. I don't like it floating in the middle here. I want it to come down all the way. If this could come down all the way, this would definitely make some crazy gains upside wise. It's gonna be very interesting how this plays out right now, you guys, girls. If this is gonna be a WXY, we have to expect a 3-wave move. This is not gonna come in a 5-wave pattern. If it does, I don't think B waves can come in this impulsive structure right here, so I can't call it an ABC, so I wouldn't know what to call it. Start of 1, 2, 3, which is also possible. But like I said, basically, to break it down, you guys, bulls are in full control until 202.60 is broken. If we cross over this, I expect more upside, especially if we close over it. If we can break over this, I definitely 100% expect more upside. So in simple terms, basically in simple terms, break of 221. this is the point of control on the valley range points. We see we failed to close really well underneath here. That was the valley high, I think. Yep, valley high was there, close was there, valley low here, which is, well, I guess the real point of control would be here. Secondary is here. Look how well it's using that as support right now. It's hilarious. It's crazy. Just by RSI points. Let's make this go. Sorry, you guys. Let's just do something real quick. Main support. Secondary support. Bounce off the pocket. So it could be either way until this top side range is broken or this bottom side range is broken. So that's basically how it sums it up. We don't really get any clear readings from the stochastics and RSI besides this double bottom that's apparently going to form pretty soon. I will go off the 30 minute. 30 minute shows it a little bit better. The 1 hour is kind of cluttered. The 2 hours too floaty. Loss of these closes, loss of this close on a closing basis will potentially ruin this whole setup, and we'll probably break this as well. So things to take aware of. Common thing that likes to happen in Elliott wave is wave 5 likes to retest, so it wouldn't be out of the blue to consider this a wave 3, 4, and 5. It's just I can't get a clear 5 waves structure in this zone. And if you can, please show me. I would love to see it. And I'd love to show me your sub wave count all the way down to like the 5 minute. Because I only can get a clear 5-way structure in here, here, and here. You could also get one in here, and here, and here. But to me, this to this is unproportional to. So this was 1, 2. This was 3. This is 4. I mean, in terms of time, it doesn't look proportional, but it just does not look proportional in terms of it's not. It doesn't look bad. They don't ever make this easy for you. That's why alleyway is one of the hardest things to ever master. Ever. But to make it simple, just based on our side stuff, we can expect more upside if things are held. Look for these ranges to be held or broken. Broken, we can expect down here. I don't even know what Bitcoin looks like. The reason why we died, I think, was because of Bitcoin. That was weird. I disconnected. Anyways, the reason why I think we broke down was because of Bitcoin having this hidden bearish divergence that formed on the 30-minute time frame. 30-minute. That was the 15-minute time frame. We had a hidden bearish from these points. But as long as this coin holds this as support, expect upside. But right now we're breaking under it. So to me, this would look like this. It's either an A, B, C. In terms of breaking this back, I'm trying to look at support here. Where do we have the most support? Heavy support. Four-hour closes in 12 minutes. Day closes in. The day closes in 2 hours? Jesus. If this daily can close above here, that's pretty bullish. In my opinion. That's 3 closes above this range. And a squeeze against the Chevy line. And we could probably expect that at least, in my opinion. If this close, which is in what, an hour now? So shorts, be careful. Like I said, I hope everybody's closed their shorts out. Like I said, I suggested until we got more clarity. Just on closing and time frame analysis, this looks bullish. If we get 3 closes on this range, pretty bullish. 3 days about to close above. Let's go to weekly real quick. Weekly is dead flat, so it can go either way. Go up, it can go down. Weekly resistance is just right above our head at the Chevy line on the daily. Chevy resistance 7100. 21 MA resistance, which acts like a magnet. We got what I just noticed. We're back underneath our I didn't know that on our weekly we're underneath our 55 moving average. It's definitely not a good. It's not clear. I wouldn't play Bitcoin. If I was playing a coin, I wouldn't play Bitcoin. I would not play Bitcoin if I was playing a coin. Bitcoin's just too much of a mess. Too. So let's calculate where our weekly that matches up well with our I think that's gonna happen, you guys. I think we're gonna close above this and we're gonna reach this upside resistance. Can match as well with not only these MAs on a daily, the VPR range on the daily, but it also matches well with the 55 moving average on the weekly, and on the 3-day, it wasn't nothing on the 3-day. 3-day resistances are a little bit higher. 3-day resistances are right there. So watch the daily close, which is in hours. We're going to be very important, in my opinion, very important. This daily close is going to be very important. I don't know when the hell it is, but it's not in 3 hours. See, whatever the hell it is, 5 hours. Watch the daily close, guys and girls. It's going to be important for Bitcoin in terms of, that's what I think is going to happen now, just looking at it. But this daily close has to happen above here, which would be crazy to have 3 closes in a row like this. Has Bitcoin ever done it? We've seen similar things where 3 really close closes, but not literally side to side to side. I don't think we've ever put that right there once. Ever? Do we ever do that? Is that normal for Bitcoin? 3 closes side by side by side. I wouldn't go long until more clarity. I wouldn't even trade Bitcoin. Typically when you get closer side by side by side, it's downward pressure. But this is all on the upside. Let's see what happens on the low side. You know what's hilarious? Look, 1, 2, 3. Those 3 closes are pretty side by side by side. Huh. Sorry, you guys. I was just looking at a possible fractal. Daily close is important. If we close above this, I could expect us to go up higher. We got 5 hours. The 6 hour, 12-hour stochastics don't look too pretty. Neither does the 6 hour. 4 hours rounding 2 hours go either way. 55 is rounding the bottom. This range is super important. We close under or close above in terms of $64.44 is our main bottom support for Bitcoin. What we could be putting in as well, that's why it's important to watch for closes, is this again, it's not a head and shoulders, but the setup is essentially could be the same. So since we have bullish divergence in our 2-hour time frame that carry us out, we're going to look in this range for any side on divergence to form bearishly to carry us back bearishly. And do we see any so far? We had actually bearish divergence right off the bat. Higher high and lower lows. But then you have this bullish divergence with the double bottom on closes. Double bottom on closes, higher lows on RSI. So now we look for bearish divergence to carry us out of this section. And we had some right here. Like I said, we had some right here. So now we look for bullish divergence in this new section to carry us back bullishly. Which we could be forming that double bottom already on a 2-hour. Let's see here. Nope. It's the 2-hour for Bitcoin. It's not like Ethereum's. That's the double bottom. So Bitcoin would have to drop more to attain this double bottom on 2-hour RSI to get that bullish divergence. I like how the 1-hour lows gives us a clear look, more divergences to look at, clear divergences to look at. So in order for us to create bullish divergence, hidden or regular won't form unless we break way down, which can happen. This can be the start of one. This can be, and then create that. And this is how this all forms. I'm sorry this is taking so long, but there's just a lot of things that we have to be aware of and pay attention of. So far I'm sticking bullish until things are broken. For Ethereum, it's price. For Bitcoin, it's gonna be RSI ranges. So this low right here, in order for us to create bullish divergence, because we just got carried out of this structure in bearish. Now we're gonna look for bullish in this structure. In order for us to sustain bullish divergence with maximum bullish upside, we have to double bottom on RSI. Have to. If we don't double bottom on RSI, while price at least sustains. There's actually a few things that can happen. If price is able to hold above this zone, so if we're able to hold above this zone right here, while RSI double bottoms, that would create hidden bullish divergence. Or if RSI breaks this, but price holds this zone, that will create hidden bullish divergence again. As it'll make lower lows in RSI, but price will sustain a double bottom or a higher high. And that will create maximum bullish upside. To break bullish upside, we need price to run with RSI. So what I mean is, when RSI starts coming down and breaks this double bottom, we need price to do the same and break the double bottom. If that happens, if price and RSI break the bottom both at the same time, or relatively at the same time, then we could expect this to be a 5-wave impulsive structure. Where this was 1, this is 2, this is the start of 3 coming down. So look at the 2-hour. I'm trying to see if we see any hidden bearish divergence forming. I know we do on higher time frames, but higher time frames are subjective sometimes. I'm trying to look. I like the carry out, carry in method to divergences. Like I just showed you right there. We got carried in one divergence, now we got carried out one, now we got carried in another. It's hard to do it that way in terms of showing you guys, but it takes a while. But I think it's important to know how I do this shit. What I mean by that, see, like we had like bullish here. Since we had bullish there, we're just looking for any sort of bearish divergence to carry us out. On the 30-minute, we do. How about that? Check this out. What is that, you guys and girls? And since on a 30-minute, our bullish divergence was here and here, we're looking in this entire structure for any sort of bearish divergence to form to carry us out. Any sort. Hidden, regular, preferably hidden. Usually when it goes regular bullish, you usually want hidden bearish to form. And if you got regular bearish forming, you usually want hidden bullish to form. I'll post a chart with all this detail and written out to detail what I mean. So on Bitcoin, Simple. Simple, 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 simple. Okay, you got that, everybody? On the 30-minute, we got hidden bearish divergence. On the 55-minute, let's see if that's apparent. It's not. The 55-minute, we broke above. But in general, we still have it. So it's just something to be aware of. Because my original count to Bitcoin is still my original count until proven otherwise. And this is a 1 and a 2. And this is 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's my original count. And I'm sticking with it until proven otherwise. If we manage to hold these zones, do what I say on RSI bullishly, which is this. You can't consider this a 1 and a 2 and a 3 because this crossed into the 1's territory already. So the only thing you can consider this an ABC, and this is how this is what I mean by that. But it doesn't match up well with RSI. It does not. But this will be the only it does not match up well with RSI, but it matches up well with time. Whereas 2 was long and flat, 4 was sharp, nice and sharp. We got to sustain things bullishly. If we break the swing high right here at 65.40, then we could consider this going up into a wave 5 structure. Something to be aware of. But no matter what, I don't consider this bullish. Bitcoin's not bullish in compared to Ethereum. I honestly think Ethereum's going to break away from Bitcoin, not in the sense of the day-to-day movements, but in the sense of the structure, as in Ethereum's found its bottom, or potentially it's found its bottom. Bitcoin, in my opinion, has not. So what I mean by this, say whenever Bitcoin moves up, Ethereum's still going to move up. But when Bitcoin moves down, Bitcoin may move down a lot more now, and this Ethereum might sustain a lot better. So the correlation might be a lot different. Bearishly, when Bitcoin went bearish and Ethereum was bearish, Ethereum really bled when Bitcoin didn't really bleed. So let me post this real quick. Let's get rid of these lines. hide that. Wave 2 is typically retraced to 0.68 fib, which is this box right here, if I'm not mistaken. We're really close to it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yep, 0.618 fib right in that box. So that's a very common retrace point to wave 2, so that wouldn't be out of the water. But if we do continue bullishly, I expect this to be our top. Historical base resistance. Caught some longs here though too. Trapping area. Nice bear bull trapping zone. Nice bull trapping zone in this zone. It would filling this zone in a so say if we do move up, say we do break up to the 0.618 fib, it would make sense to do that and fill this gap. If you want to talk about freaking gaps, I found a gap. It's right here. See? It got kind of filled right here, but it's open in my opinion again. It's open again. Do I think I can get there? No, I don't. I think we'll stay in this little blue zone right here. And we could be putting in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 5, or this could be starting here. Watch these zones be held on RSI and price. We need to create some sort of hidden bullish divergence or bullish divergence here to carry us back up, since we had bearish divergence to carry us out. Look at the 30-minute time frame, you guys and girls. Okay, it really shows it well. That's the time frame we want to watch to carry our divergences back up. If we don't ever get it, then we're going to continue down. Simple as that. We post this to Discord. Okay, going to Discord now. Bitcoin. All right. See what else we got going. Sustaining this zone, but we got some sell pressure going underneath all this pressure, this resistance. This is all resistance now. still same thing. Value support in purple. We need clean break of it to confirm break of downside. Look to buy here if Bitcoin holds this. Get rid of this. Should probably make this purple. I'm gonna post this chart too real quick. Like I said, we could just go perform a WXY in here. To confirm that, we would need 30 minutes to double bottom on RSI. Okay, I hope. Let's get this chart posted. Someone's walking in my house. I wish I could get a clean 5 wave in here. I just can't. Like, I wish I had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but nope. None of that happened there. All right, 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Almost done. This trend line is really important right here, guys. What this could make is exactly what wave 1 made down here. A giant, it's made a flag. Could it close over this resistance line? And we're over this resistance line. So that's something to be aware of. Like I said, I really think we're going to perform a WXY the way stochastics are setting, RSI is setting up. I don't think Bitcoin's going to play as big as a factor anymore. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm a buyer down here though. Again. For sure. If we break down here, I'm a buyer. I really do think if I buy and it bounces, I'm gonna sell obviously, and I'll set my stop loss. I'll raise it. If we have no reaction here, obviously I won't buy. I'm always on, so I'll be able to see that. I won't buy, and then I'll expect to buy lower. But I really do expect that volume on that one candle is huge. Let's look at it. That one volume on that one candle, 30-minute candle, is bigger than basically any other candle there is. Following should be black as hell. I mean, we had more sell volume here. But that's in a 2-hour. Let's go to a 6-hour candle. If you go on a 6-hour candle, we had the most sell volume in that one 6-hour candle that we did in any other candle, if I'm not mistaken. Besides this one. Jesus Christ, that was huge. That was a glitch. See, that one's the highest. See that? The highest. This is the most buy volume. This is the most volume. These are the most volumes, but this is the most sell volume we had in a while. And that's the most buy volume we had in a while. See that? It's right there. Almost eclipsed that one. Broke that one. So why wouldn't this be the bottom? For Ethereum. Not for Bitcoin, but for Ethereum. It's based on volume analysis. And what we want to see towards end of correction is increased volume in selling, in general, with a climax, which we had there, and then from that point on, the average must continue on growing, and so far we are. Go to 2-hour, slowly growing. Although we had bearish divergence intermediately right here that caused the sell-off, in general we're growing, which is bullish with price. So why wouldn't this be bottom? So I would definitely be a buyer down here, especially if Bitcoin holds some zones. If Bitcoin breaks some zones, I don't think we'll play as hard as we used to. So let me get this to you. All right, you guys, I'm gonna post this one too. I think it was good too. And then I'm gonna take a quick pause, go grab something to eat, and then I'll be back on like another hour and a half or so. Okay. Oh, I posted that in the Ethereum's box. Whoops. That's supposed to be in Bitcoin. Okay, whoops. I accidentally posted my Bitcoin chart and Ethereum's chart. All right, yep, I'm good with those. I like those. I like what we have. I like what I see. Chevy's giving a sell signal on the 2 hour. Let's see if we ever have two sell signals in a row like that and just never carried off. Right here we did. But as of right now, I'm considering this a breakout until further advised officially. Due to this sell volume. I know I got my bear count in purple. That's a secondary count though. That's still very much alive. Breaking out of here will get me worried, but I'm still looking to buy down here. Breaking underneath this support, and I'm definitely worried upside wise. So I'll probably buy here, set my stop here for breaks. Then we're probably gonna see 145, 155 Ethereum. Simple as that. All right, guys. I'm gonna log off for now. 20-minute has regular bear division, I believe. The point in the time for the bull division was high to low. $30-minute. Well, I don't use a 20-minute. It's 30-minute. Nine, 10-minute. So roughly no, yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Oh yeah, that definitely has it for sure. Good spot, Antonio. So that's bullish divergence right there. So like I said, this is an ABC. Stay on track here. We do have bullish divergence at 4 right there. That's clear. That's clear bullish divergence. So yeah, like I said, still same rules apply. It closed above this 212. Expect more upside. We need some volume to come through though. So this breaks a 1 through 5 count. So if this is going to perform a WXY down, it has to perform a WXY here. So this has to be an X wave and this has to be like this. In order for this to perform a flat. If we close above 212 on a hourly 2-hour time frame, expect more upsides. And break at 221, expect major upside. So yeah, you guys have great day. I'll be around. Holla at me. I'm about to log off for now. Cheers, you guys. Much love.